Okay. Hello, how's it going, everybody? Take a moment. Like, I gotta see if, get everything set up. Okay, awesome. Just a moment, give me a sec. Alright, so again, I am continuing on. I've started a new game here, because I feel like I've learnt a lot, from the last time I played this, and I feel like I really took way too long to set up a space presence, like a proper space presence with, actual, like, defense. Not only that, but I was also being very suboptimal in regards to my, my research infrastructure as well. I was watching, I can't remember his name, but I was watching one of these guys, and they had something like 160 percent bonus for research output, for a bunch of these um for a bunch of these variants, and I'm like, oh shit, like I feel like I need that. I need that to in order to compete with the aliens. Because I think in the last game, I remember. Oh, what happened? So the alien administration got formed, um, and the aliens, I think they geared up for like a total war. Like I felt like they were moving like a majority of their, or maybe not. I wouldn't say the majority of their navy, because it was more. It was like what, like 12 ships, but 12 ships is a lot. Like previously, they'd been sending like what, like 2 or 3 per stack, but 12. That's like, I don't know. They're gearing up for war. So in this scenario, I'm going to be a lot more proactive in dealing with the servants and the protectorate. I'm also going to be less intent on screwing over the other potential friendly factions within Europe. So I'm going to leave like Hungary alone, for example, because I want Humanity First to take that. Not only that, but there's also, I would argue, it may be a good idea to actually use my armies to go and subdue a bunch of these countries if, like, let's say, for example, in Hungary, if Hungary, you know, is controlled by someone else, an executive that I don't like the Protectorate or the Servants, I can just go and decide, oh yeah, I'm going to declare war on Hungary and send my armies in there and then forcefully incorporate it into the European Union. Without any consequences in regards to my relations with Humanity First. So that's going to be my plan. I'm gonna be a lot more proactive. I'm gonna be a lot more cautious about who I fuck with, and I'm gonna be a lot more proactive in terms of in managing and improving relations with friendly factions like Humanity First and oh, I'm trying to remember who it was. Humanity First, and I think the Academy is another friendly faction, or maybe it's the Initiative. One of those two. And I know Exodus is friendly. From what I understand, they're friendly with everyone. So, Yeah. Anyways. So we've got to take Portugal here. Portugal's really cool. We also want to take Belgium. Put the 2 there. And maybe we should have a look at taking Italy. First off, actually, I'm going to look at my council. We need to go and set up a 4th person here. And I preferably want to take someone with high persuasion. So someone like a Valentina Golubielska. I mean, they're not great because they've only got Crackdown. They don't have Purge. So in that regard, they're kind of pretty bad. But I don't intend for this person to be like a. I don't want them to be a mainstay. I'm going to be kicking them out whenever it becomes inconvenient for me to hold on to them. And I'm going to probably replace them with like a spy or an operative. I think operatives have government trait, but I could be wrong. Commanders would be really great if they had Purge and Crackdown, but they don't. Investigators are really cool. I'm not sure. Oh, you're right. This guy has government. So I might even consider taking maybe this guy after I go for the evangelist. Yeah, let's use religion to persuade people to our side. Why not?
Establishing our presence.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't go for Austria. The problem with Austria, right? So if I do that, Italy might be easier actually. So we'll go for Italy. Oh, how much do we have? We only got 7. Well, I'll do the 4 there, and hope 68 gets us there. Yeah, let's do it. Fuck it, let's do it. Yeah, and then we'll kick Spain out of the European Union and then declare war on Spain.
Establishing our presence.
Alright. Let's do that. We're gonna do Hungary. I mean, I like this. I'm fine with humanity first, but I don't want them taking the executive. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't want them taking the executive here either. Iceland's a funny one as well. Let's see, Portugal. Let's confirm the assignments.
Good luck saving the world. Just know
Oh, yes. Okay, let's improve relations with these guys. We're gonna do oh, this is good for research. You know what? This is actually not that bad. I mean, yeah, let's do it. Complete trade. And I'm just gonna go and have a look-see here and see where this can be plopped on. Melvin, what's his admin? Yeah, let's assign it to this guy. We're gonna have a look at this again, and we're gonna see what's good for me. Augment. Yeah, so we can get government and criminal with this lady. Why did they trade an organization for almost no cost? They always want an organization back. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know what happened there. Like I really got a good deal with that. And I didn't even have to do anything. Oh yes, here's another one. The servants are in Greece, though. Thing with the servants, right, is I can actually, I don't I mean, I'm gonna take Greece. There's no doubt about that. But I'm not I'm not in a rush to deal with the servants. With the other people, it's like, oh yeah, I kind of want to go and take the executive so I can take these territories easier. But with Greece, because it's owned by a hostile faction, I can probably take my time with that. As long as the executive isn't controlled for longer than 180... Sorry. Oh, shit. For longer than 180 days. Oh, and as long as the what do you call it? The normalized relations cooldown hasn't gotten there. So we have January 26th. 2027 as the deadline for the European Union related stuff.
Our presence is growing.
Also, the cool thing about this is, I mean, at least with this strategy that I'm employing here, is that these countries will not leave the European Union if I'm on friendly relations with them. Not like last time. It took much longer than it needed to. For me to unify the European Union because I was constantly antagonizing the other human factions, which I really shouldn't be doing. So this time, yes, I will be a lot more cautious about that.
At your service.
At your service. We're gonna do 4 here.
To our side.
Where to?
I haven't figured out how the European can be formed. I had Netherlands, Denmark, and Germany, but did not see any options. Probably because you were doing it too early. As you saw there, if you look at the this here. You have cooldowns for normalized relations. So the primary nation in the European Union is France. You need France to form the European Union. You can't form the European Union with Germany and Poland, for example, but you can do it with France and Germany and France and Spain and so on and so on. So that's what you need. France is absolutely important for that. Secondly, you need, obviously I pointed this out, but you need to wait until the cooldown goes down. And so this is something that you want to factor into other things, like, for example, with the United Kingdom, because they are no longer a part of the European Union. You can bring them back, and I'm just going to have a look at this. We're going to have a look at relations. So we are currently allied with the United Kingdom, and I believe we don't have any cooldown with them either. France. Okay, so we do have a cooldown. So before we can invite the United Kingdom into the European Union, I have to wait until the 1st of May this year. Sorry, I should say. It's 1st of May this year. Right, and as you can see, they've got the same cooldown for every nation within the European Union plus... Oh, actually, really everybody. Yeah. So you need France as well for it to start. You say as well, France is the European Union for all intents and purposes, right? Same with with Russia. Russia is the Eurasian Union. I mean, the Eurasian Union is the federation name, but the capital is situated in Moscow, and similarly with France, the capital is situated in Paris. Yeah, it's a very, very francophilic game. Same with, like, obviously, again, another one, like, with most of these formable nations, you have a capital, and you cannot, like, you can't, form a country without said capital. There's another one somewhere in Saudi Arabia. So there's a thing called the Caliphate that you can form. And the thing with that one is, because the capital of Saudi Arabia is actually in Riyadh, and the actual capital of the Sunni Caliphate is in Jeddah, you have to release the Caliphate in order to form the nation. and then you can swallow Saudi Arabia up, and then go on a warpath and conquer everything else, or peacefully annex everything else. But yeah, most unification and federation actions in this game are like determined by capitals. I guess the I should say I'll reframe that one. So, valid actually, let me find. I'm just trying to think of a good way to frame it. You managed to form a federation with Mexico and such, but still need to figure out how to make it one whole country to save control points. You formed a federation with Mexico. Is this the Central American Federation, by the way? Yeah, so if this is the Central American Federation, it's the same way that it works with the European Union. So you form the federation, and now because I'm assuming you federated fairly recently, you have to wait for the cooldown. And unless you have technologies that reduce the cooldown for said political activities, like, alliances or federations, you are likely going to be waiting exactly 1 year before you're able to unify with those countries. The act of turning all of these countries into one country is called unification. I'm just gonna find something. I don't think France has the ability to unify. So yeah, it would show in here in policies if you have the ability to unify. Yeah, you're not gonna see the option unless the cooldown goes away. That's something that I don't like about this game. It's not particularly like it's not very good at conveying this information out for new players. Yeah, you're very impatient. But yeah, it's all about cooldowns. If you got a cooldown with a nation, you know you're not going to be able to do any significant political actions, and that's not even just positive actions. So cooldowns also apply for negative actions. So for example, France cannot turn the United States. Sorry, I should say the United States cannot break their alliance with France if they have a cooldown with France. Similarly, there's another thing here, and it's something you may have noticed. But when you control, how should I put it? When you seize control of the executive control point, and I'll just point out the executive control point is the last one in the list. So it's 4 on this one because France has 4 control points. In China, it's this one. So if you seize control of this, you have to wait 180 days before you're able to actually make any executive decisions because you're still trying to consolidate power over the country. So it takes about 180 days. I'm not sure if any technologies reduce the speed. Increase the speed by which you consolidate control over the executive, but that is another thing to consider when you're doing this kind of thing. Which is why it's very important to have a look at your cooldowns and go, oh yes, this is coming up, so maybe I should go and seize the executive so that I can time it together and improve relations or get that federation or that alliance with that country. This is also another reason why it's very important to it's important to know how the stuff works because, like in my previous game, and I'm not sure if you were watching back then, but in my previous game I was having issues with countries leaving the Federation. When you crack down, purge other factions, you effectively reduce their relations with you. And that can be a bit problematic because if they consider you to be hostile, they will leave federations that you control, like in the European Union. So you have to be very careful about that. Though, there are some workarounds, there are some loopholes, and I did mention it a couple of minutes ago with Spain. The Academy own a control point in Spain, but if I manage to own the executive in the country, then I can choose to rival France and then get France to declare war on Spain and take the territories. And what it would do effectively is it would seize the country, it would unify with Spain, and the Academy would lose all of their control points, or really any of the non-resistance factions would lose their control points. And not only that, but it doesn't count as a hostile action because they didn't control the executive. So this is very important for things like the European Union. Yeah, I noticed that when the servants took over the countries, they left with all the countries. So it would be wise to take over only the last executive, the last control point, you mean, of a country. Yes, the executive. Yes, I would say so. So it's situational. It's very situational. It's hard to really know what the best play is, but I would definitely say the executive is pretty important. I mean, and another thing you have to bear in mind here is that, it's actually kind of you are very tight on like control point cap in the very early game. I'm only on 181, and this is with 4 counselors. You can increase it with techs and stuff like that, but it's really low. So prioritizing on taking the executive is actually a good idea in many ways, because it allows you to keep that number below the cap. That's not always going to be the case, but I find that to be I guess it's sometimes a cost-effective measure. Though there are a lot of fucking countries in the European Union, so it's kind of, yeah, it's not. Again, it's very situational. Though I do find that the Balkan countries generally don't get like controlled by any of the factions. They're like in terms of like their economic value, they're not like you know, they're not rich enough for these other factions to consider doing anything.
Acknowledged.
Right, I think I'm gonna go and take the executive in Hungary.
What's the up?
Your orders.
Your orders? Yeah, I think I want to talk to humanity first and get like a non-aggression pact. I think that would be really neat. So another thing to consider, I think it's one of the reasons why I kind of want to get good relations with a lot of these human factions, the non-hostile human factions, is because if I manage to do that, then the number of potential factions eyeing my control points goes down, and you can kind of control the playing field in that way. Like if I, for example, were to take these control points and I maintain a relationship with Humanity First, with the Academy, and with the Initiative, then I've only got Sorry, not the initiative. Sorry, hold on, I'll say that again. Humanity first. Humanity first, the Academy, and Exodus. So then I've only got the initiative, the Protectorate, and the servants. Actually, you know what? I think you can get a non-aggression pact with the initiative. You just can't get an intel sharing pact. So I'll just assume that yes, I'll have a non-aggression pact with the initiative as well. So I've only got the Protectorate and the servants to deal with. So I can effectively go and abandon nation in a lot of these places and just kind of partly hope that I don't get screwed over by the servants and Protectorate. But if I do, I can just retaliate and take them back fairly easily. If I play my cards right and build my spies up. Yeah. At least that's the hope. I haven't really tested out the theory as much. I'm speaking with a lot of confidence here, but I'm just not. But from what I have played, I feel like that's probably gonna be like. That's probably gonna be how it like turns out, right? I'm hoping that's how it turns out. Because in my previous game, I really fucked up. I mean, I didn't fuck up the geopolitics aspect of it, if you ignore the European Union. But I feel like I spent way too much time dealing with the other human factions, and let the initiative. I just let the aliens kind of do their thing, and as a result, they started building up alien administrations everywhere, and it just got so fucking overwhelming. But yeah, again, like, you shouldn't be fighting with the other human factions. You should always look to getting some form of improved relations. Again, we're gonna go and look at the aliens, and oh, let me think about this. How am I going to do this? All right, so I think what I want to do here is actually set up. I think I want to go set up knowledge. This is what we'll do. Actually, well, let me think about that. What is the priority? I mean, I could do knowledge. Knowledge is really nice. Again, we should be doing this. I don't know why I wasn't doing that before. And we'll change project. We're gonna have a look at maybe energy lab. Let's do management research. Is there a reason why I focus on the European Union? I just like doing the European Union stuff. I think the meta really is to go for Canada and America, or if you can, going for China, and then doing the long play for Taiwan into China. But I like seeing Europe consolidate, and I like allying Russia as the European Union. I don't know why, but I just like doing that. And democratizing Russia. It's a very like RP way of going about it. Yeah. But yeah, I think they're right in doing that. It is the meta play. Portugal. I'm gonna go with Sweden, actually. Let's go with Sweden. Biden.
Bringing them to our side.
So, what are we doing with this lady here? She has... Oh, okay, so everything is too expensive. Oh, good. Alright, let's confirm assignments.
Every circumstance is an opportunity. Our test is to recognize and seize it.
Alright, we've got the Corpo Bros here. We're just going to have a look at our relations, just starting off. So the servants are in conflict with us. That's to be expected. Let's see. I'm just having a look at the interface here. Yes, this is all very interesting stuff. Already some non-aggression pacts. Yes, yes, with Bloody Initiative and Project Exodus. Project Exodus makes sense though, because these guys are like they're practically friendly with everybody, apart from the aliens. And I have an incentive to really prop up Project Exodus because they do have a lot of goals that include killing the aliens, even though they're like the, you know, leave the solar system faction. If I can spot a counselor, that would be really great. Was that human? That was, I think that was humanity first.
Here's what we found.
Well, good thing is we're taking taking the executive. They can take the fucking legislature. I don't give a shit. I have learned some useful information from my investigation of the UFO crashdown site in the United States.
We have found something, Commander.
Despite heavy security, we were able to obtain some surveillance records of the crash site, as well as a small quantity of debris. We should have the project ready for research shortly. So, we should look for alien
Again, significant
signatures.
support.
We have a control point in Sweden. We have a control point in Hungary. So we have the executive. That's very good. Oh, what about this? I might want to... I'm thinking about, like, fucking with the protectorate here. But I'm going to wait until the war in Ukraine is over. I'm kind of hoping that the Russians... just because of the protectorate here. Because I think if the Russians win, then, like, all of these control points go to 0. I mean, as in, like all the factions go away. Alright, so we're going to research alien signatures. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go and research that. Just going to have a look at these other texts here. Okay, awesome. Alright, that's it. Let's just do that. I think the control points go away and are absorbed by Russia. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. I think you're right. Yeah, I forgot Russia actually has claims on this, so that they will annex Ukraine. And they will in Belarus as well, but they'll probably peacefully annex them. I find that Russia generally tends to go and invade the Caucasian countries here. And I think in the last game, like, a bunch of different factions owned, like, these Central Asian countries, so they left the Federation.
Our supporters are in place.
We have a control point for the resistance in France. Excellent. See. There's a guy here.
At
I'm
your
gonna have to
service.
go and spy on this person.
Ready to go. Acknowledged.
Got 55266, but this guy
At your
can't spy.
service. Where do you need me? Ready.
Ready for orders.
Standing by.
Dragged into a war once with the Congo by the UK, so I sent an army, and after a while controlled the country, no claims or anything whatsoever. Oh yeah. Yeah, well your faction would control the country, but it wouldn't get annexed. Unless they had unless your country had claims.
Ready.
I'm here. I'm here. Ready for orders. Ready.
No annex, no. Wait, sorry. You said you annexed them, or you mean you're saying? What? You didn't annex? Yeah, yeah. All right. Yeah, no. That's
Where do you need me?
Where to? Acknowledged. Ready.
Ready for my mission.
Reporting in. Ready for orders.
Your orders?
Right. What am I doing?
Ready for my mission.
Just surprised I got it, even
Where do you
though
need me?
UK had declared the attack. Yeah, I think. Well, I think the way that it works is kind of like Paradox games, where if you are the primary occupant, and I think in this particular context, if you're the first person to land and start occupying, then you will take the point. Actually, while I'm here, I'm gonna start looking at my my control points. I want to focus primarily on getting knowledge. Maybe some boost as well. So I'm actually gonna do something like this, and then plop, 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 33%, 75, 25. And I'm going to go and design a priority template. We're going to call it knowledge. Okay. Let's play globally, actually. I think that's a good idea. And then we'll go back to here and just go... oh yeah, boost. There we go. So we're going to get our strongest person here.
Your orders.
And we're going to spend 8 influence on that.
Acknowledged.
Melvin Quinn. What are you doing? Yeah, I need to go and spy on someone.
Where do you need me? What's the op? Standing by for orders.
Investigate.
Eyes on target. At
Don't
your
you need
service.
some welfare to go with knowledge to prevent inequality? I think inequality, from what I understand, only impacts cohesion. But I'm just gonna have a look at this though. High value means that doesn't have much of a middle class. Inequality grows by little as a product of normal activity, or a lot because of corruption. Resource regions in a nation can contribute to inequality. High inequality reduces cohesion as the nation divides into haves and have-nots. So it's very specifically a means to combat low cohesion. But knowledge, from what I understand, your your research output in a country is determined by both your knowledge, your education, I should say, and your government stat. So generally, one of the reasons why people like going for the United States is because it is a fairly democratic country with a powerful knowledge base. Same with China as well, though actually they use what people do is they'll unify China with the ROC in Taiwan, and they will because Taiwan actually has an incredibly high education value and really high democracy. So China just takes longer to break into usually. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. But that's the rationale for people invading. Annexing China. There, I can't speak. Yeah, that's the rationale for people taking China is that like they can do the long play and because it's not just really great for education as well. It's also like it's one of the biggest economies in the world. It's probably the economy with the greatest potential for growth, and you can build lots of mission control. And not only that, but China also serves as like the center of the Pan-Asian Combine. Just all of it. It's all great. I think it's I'm thinking about doing a like initiative China run maybe after this. Or playing as the servants. I don't know. I know I'm definitely playing the Academy last because apparently they're pretty like they're like the ultimate run, as it were. When you integrate China into Taiwan, China will take on Taiwan's government score. Fastest way to do that. Yeah. Yeah. The fastest way. That's the fastest way to increase democracy score and increase education. Yeah. Just for clarification. They say the Academy is the hardest. Yeah, it's the hardest because they've got the least amount of like they are. I don't think they can get intel sharing agreements with any of the factions, so they are the most antagonistic towards everybody because they're like the center path. But they're also I think possibly like the most conclusive path as well. They have higher end game requirements to win. Yeah. Well, I mean, their goal should have higher end game requirements. It's like the most difficult outcome to achieve in a scenario where Earth is effectively, you know, they're the underdog. So we will destroy the aliens. We will kick them out of our solar system.
Standing by for
No
orders.
doubt about that. I'm just trying to figure out what to do with this guy.
Standing by for
Hashi. Where are we going with you? Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's do this. We're gonna go into Sweden and we're gonna take the executive. They suffer from an early game event where their naive belief that the aliens come in peace are dashed. A bunch of random control points get cracked down for you. Oh, wow. Wow, okay. I want to advise because it feels like a waste of time, and influence is fairly valuable in the early game, so I think we're going to try and control Portugal. Yeah, let's control it. Let's do it. They have a very expensive tech where they try to find their new purpose. Oh, yeah.
Tracking field.
Ah!
Our presence is growing.
I have gained a control point for the resistance in Sweden. We now have 2 out of 3 control points.
We failed to take control.
Ah, well.
We're taking over.
We are taking over.
I'm
Alright, lady. Do the same thing you've been doing this entire time.
bringing them to our
72%, good.
side.
Ready to go.
Alright, try for this one.
We'll be running this
73%, I'm not
place
going to
in no
invest anything
time.
in that one.
At your service.
Ready.
Biden. I feel like I want to screw over the aliens. What am I on? 7. 77 over here. You know what? I'm going to do 77 here, and then we'll go for Poland next time. Problem with Poland is it is really difficult. I think with Greece I can probably wait, but
Bringing them on board.
I think I
Your
need to wrest control from these guys. And Shielu. Fucking, oh my god. It's gotten even worse. Okay, and I don't have any ops income, so I want to wait. I think this is a really bad idea. We're gonna wait. I wish it was easy. Alright,
We'll be
we're gonna
running
take
this place in
Norway.
no time.
I'm gonna fuck with the Protectorate. Fuck the Protectorate, man. Fuck 'em. Alright. Knowledge, knowledge, knowledge. 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 Okay. 67%. So, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go.
The Surat al-Baqarah teaches that in the creation of
Surah
heaven and
Al-Baqarah.
earth, a wise people may find the signs
Right.
of Allah. Let us heed those words and join together as we take our search into the stars. Director Khalid al-Ashgar from his khutbah at the first conclave of Muslim astrophysicists.
We may now appoint our faction's chief advisors. So what are we doing here? Economic, down space program boost, military build army, emphasize international aid, national investment points we direct to welfare priority and knowledge. Let's do international aid.
Mission cancelled.
Mission cancelled. All right, we're gonna go and I'm gonna go and steal this point from the Protectorate.
Still lacks support.
Oh fucking
We've
hell!
got our people in place.
That's really annoying. They took both of the fucking points. Man. Oh, you know what? I am doing knowledge. Knowledge is nice, but I'm thinking maybe I should start doing I might want to go and steal some spoils from those Middle Eastern and African countries. 'Cause I need orgs. I need to boost up my what am I boosting up? I think I'm primarily going for investigation and espionage because I want to crack down and purge a bunch of those protectorate servant locations. Though unfortunately, because we are in the early game, I do not have any of those. Actually, you know what? I just remembered. Actually, I do. There are a couple of espionage and investigative orgs out there. They are very expensive. It's like 200, 300. Oh, maybe, oh, they're not here anymore. Alright, well... Okay. Espionage here. You know what, this is actually not too bad. I kind of like this one.
Ready to go.
Reporting in.
Ready to go.
Ready for my mission.
Where do you need me?
I'm here.
Ready to go.
We'll bring this nation to our side.
Reporting in. Ready for my mission. Bringing them on board. Where to?
Standing by.
Oh, wait, what am I doing?
We'll bring this nation to our side.
Standing by.
Right, spoils. We want spoils.
Establishing control.
The Sirat al-Baqarah.
Our presence is growing.
Syria. Good. I'm gonna close this one, and we're gonna go and look in the policies, order a new abandon, and abandon the nation.
Our supporters are in place.
We've gained a control point for the resistance in Greece. I'm gonna close this one, give it a sec. Prioritize. Syria, and we're gonna look at getting kleptocracy. Excellent.
We failed to take control.
Aye,
Ready
aye,
for
aye.
new orders soon.
We've gained significant support.
If it wasn't so early in the game, I would just say that this guy's a fucking spy. He's a fucking double agent.
Ready for my mission. Putting our people in place.
Ready for orders. We'll bring this nation to our side.
Your orders? Taking control.
Where to?
So what am I doing?
Taking control.
It's because I've got so much,
It has always been true that we must leave the cradle if our species...
Oh, so most of these guys only have 3 counselors. Alright. We have completed alien signatures, so we can detect alien abductions on Earth.
Commander, we appear to have an alien on the loose.
Skywatch, Deep System, Skywatch. There are many ways to make capturing an alien easier. I'm really trying to think about that. What did I use? I think it was espionage or not crack down, investigative. So I think boost. I think the only way you can make it easier is by boosting boosting your relevant skill and hoping that the alien moves to a friendly country. I think the friendlier the country, the easier it is to detain. Fully investigate the alien first, then increasing espionage. Yeah.
Our supporters are in place.
We're taking over.
We're taking over.
Our presence is growing.
We're taking over. Take that. Detain requires investigation. Espionage for assassination, right? Yeah, that sounds right. Oh no. Right.
The trick is not to look directly at what you're trying to see. Offset your focal point somewhere to the side of where you think you notice the movement. At night, the center of your vision doesn't work as well as during the day. I won't try to explain the science to you. What matters is you'll see whatever is out there before they see you. Colonel Hans Castillo, advising conscripts in Colombia.
Gunships. I'm just trying to figure out. I'm not sure if these ones are research vessels or if they're the ones that are crashing into the planet. But
Wrapping
I'll have
up
a look
here.
at that in a bit. Making sure, yes. So we've got the executive here. It takes us about 180 days to take the executive.
Bringing them on board.
Where to?
Where to?
Putting our people in
63%.
place.
Ready for my mission. What's the op?
Yeah, what's she gonna do about it? Let's go and build up some armies. We need armies if we want to go and, you know, fulfill our policy of unifying with the other member states.
I'm here.
Yeah, right, so it's in January. Yeah, she's gonna keep moving about and stealing the money from these poor from these poor countries, poor authoritarian regimes.
Establishing our presence. Standing by for orders.
Let's see. Oh no.
We'll
Yeah, we
be
gotta go
running
for
this
Spain.
place in no time.
Española.
The dreamer in me wants to believe it would bring a golden age of advancement and prosperity for all mankind. But I'm a realist. I know better. Any race advanced enough to find us would be advanced enough to end us, likely without even regarding us. Commander Fiona Ayawade, NATO Symposium on First Contact.
We've got our people in place. Our supporters are in place.
Our supporters are in place.
Excellent. Like stepping on ants, exactly.
Mission cancelled.
Ah, bastards. Now we gotta do something about Poland here.
I'm here.
Look at their nationalities. India, Poland, Australia, Nigeria, India. Okay.
What's the op?
I want to grab one of these criminal organizations. Oh, I need a control point in Japan. Let's think about that one later. Okay. Yeah, they are. They're really great.
Acknowledged.
Let's have a look at Japan here.
Ready for orders.
Maybe we should start having a look at
Ready for orders.
Standing by.
exporting our religion to the Japanese.
I'm here.
Ready.
Ready to go.
Trying to figure out what the next best move is right now. I mean, we're building up our army here. Yeah, I should look to doing the same thing here. Ignore knowledge and just build up. Oh, you know what we'll do? So we'll build the army in Portugal. Because the European Union will inherit that army. Might do the same thing here in Belgium, but I'm probably thinking maybe we should just... We'll leverage this and knowledge.
Ready. Making our case.
Ready for orders.
Where do you need me?
Acknowledged. I'm here.
I
Ready.
honestly kind of want to get rid of this guy. I'm thinking I might do that once I've got some influence back.
Standing by for orders.
Taking control. Ready for my mission.
Reporting in.
Where to?
At your service.
Yeah, you know what? Let's do this. We'll just go for the
Establishing
cheap
control.
ones.
Standing by for orders.
Cheap
Acknowledged.
and kleptocratic. Right up there. What am I doing?
Your orders? Establishing control.
Feel like I need a build-up boost. So I think that's what I'm probably gonna go and do a bit there. 22%. 48% on knowledge. In fact, I'm gonna drop knowledge because I think boost is a bit more important. Let's go.
They are not life forms or xenosapiens. They are demons incarnate. They and the traitors who support them will face our judgment.
Yeah. Nice.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Right, we are shifting public opinion in Poland. Good stuff. What the fuck?
We've gained significant support. Our supporters are in place.
We've got our people in place.
Just gonna pause that here. Alright, I think I'm gonna save here. I'll be back in like a couple of hours. I say a couple of hours, maybe 3 to 4 hours. This is a good place to end it anyways. And yeah. See ya.